Alright, well, I'm gonna start off by saying some events in my life are currently not that good. Um, and I would rather not talk about them, and I'd rather not think about the current events that are going on in my life right now. So I'm gonna try flushing them out by playing a game that I played a long time ago, and I play all the time now. It's Grand Theft Auto Online. Now, at one point in P3, I thought the game was kind of shitty, and then when I got it for PS4, it was so much more addicting. So, this is my current garage. It's not that much. I only have one supercar. I got a four-door car. I actually got two four-door cars. Now, if you know me, I hate assault shotguns because they're bitch guns. So, I'm gonna go sell this car to start off grinding. I kinda don't want to, but I need to make room in the garage. Now, my biggest complaint here with professional gamer is his tutorials are good, but like then again he probably wastes, if you actually watch professionals videos, you know that his grinding tutorials are that at one expense that you have to have everything, all these businesses and all that fully upgraded to the max. But like for some players they don't make a lot of money really quickly. Now, so I in one of my past videos a long time ago I was talking about like you get 750 per level. What I mean by that is not whenever you level up you get money. I mean like whenever you do a job or anything that pays out is like that's how much bonus you get paid out. So it's like whenever you're level 2, alright, so it's basically going to be like, okay, so that's 1500 bonus cash if you're level 2 doing a job. So this would make grinding a lot easier. Now I don't think Rockstar would ever implement something like that into their game because of how fast it would be to easily grind for overpriced shit. So in my opinion it would be better that way because here if I look, job typically pays between $9,000, which is almost 10,000, which would basically mean that you do that job. Let's say it does pay out 10,000 or 13,000. Well, let's take out the 3. Alright, so 10,000. If you do that job about 10 times, you have 100,000, right? Metaphorically speaking. Yeah, but like nobody's got the time to do the same job 10 times or other jobs 10 times. So, I'm gonna show you guys because like I said, I don't have much as this character and I've played with this character in the past. Okay, another problem I have here, I cannot start heists for some odd reason as my secondary. I don't know if it's something to do with my secondary character or the type of apartment I have, which is this one right here. Um, there's a more expensive variant of it. I'll try buying that later. Um, but um, you know, I wish that there was heists that you could just do. You know what I mean? That are pre-set up. They have no issue doing. They're easy. They pay out. They pay out. I said pay out. They should pay out pretty small amounts. Like I'd say about 860,000 at the least. Split up into to 6 people, or split into 2 people, or anywhere in between, kind of like the Doomsday heists. Because I find it's more consistent to keep a smaller crew. Another thing, I I don't really know what to buy in this game most of the times because what the fuck? Hello, strain. It's Mauled from Grapeseed. Oh my god, what the fuck? And bounty hunting, where did Mod just like I'll send you a file soon. What the fuck? What is this? Wait, are we gonna be able to do mod bounty hunting now in online or some shit? That would be lame but kind of cool. I thought that shit was funny. This is Mauled from Grapes. I don't know why, but me and I, that was like the biggest meme between me and Isaac. Okay, so Anyway, guys, I'll show you which jobs I like to do. So we're just gonna pull a bitch move and flip into passive so no one kills us. We're gonna pull up right here. Alright, so as you guys know, I like my sports cars in orange. A few of them in like a lighter blue. I might change the color of that one. Okay, so, oh wait, I'm in the wrong screen. So I'm gonna show you guys, if you guys are new to GTA, like brand fucking new, like I was, I didn't know how to do jobs up until later in P3. So you're gonna hit, oh no, you're gonna hit Rockstar created, and these are missions, is what I mean by jobs. So you have all these different missions. Now my favorite mission doing has to probably be, has to most likely be Pure Pressure. Now the reason for Pure Pressure, why I like it so fucking much, is it's such an easy job. You kill a bunch of bikers, you collect some coke, and then you bring it to Gerald's house. Now, given you don't die, it will pay a little bit extra. Now I'm gonna throw it into hard mode because I like to test my skills, and personally, you know, hard mode gets you slightly more on edge. So playing against other players, it makes it slightly easier. But another thing I wanted to point out is if you are over level 100, it's harder to kill people. So level does matter. Now I typically say it doesn't because, let's put it this way, I believe it is the critical hit is the head. So if you shoot someone in the head, they have a higher chance of dying. So it's like, in other words, the critical hit multiplier that's to the head basically multiplies the amount of damage you do to certain players. So I mean, if you shoot someone in the head at a lower level a lot faster than the higher level shoots you in the head, then that means that he's going to die a lot quicker than you, given his health bonus. So, and yeah, that's just how leveling works in this game, I guess. I don't know, this game has some bullshit to it too, but online is very fun. Now, oh fuck, my driving skills are pretty bad right now. So, as regards to shooting goes, I believe it helps you auto lock onto the face a lot easier, or at least the higher up chest, so it helps you shoot people in the head. So once you get that maxed out, you know, that's pretty good. But if you remember, I don't think I was streaming this, but I was playing King Scholar as my current low level. He was actually at like 28 instead of 38. But yeah, essentially it was like I'm not gonna say it was like I got my ass handed to me or anything like that, but you know, it was looking pretty bad. I started using this AK-47, or you know it as the assault rifle, which the AK-47 is an assault rifle most of the time, and now some configurations are not, but and then some configurations they are. Oh my god. Okay, so my biggest problem here with suppressors is they take away damage. So you see this? While this may have higher accuracy, higher range, lower rate of fire, and lower damage, I think, yeah, than this will take people out a lot quicker. And because that faster fire rate, higher damage, high fire rates, exactly the statuses I'm looking for. Now I'm not gonna try wasting my money on those stupid ass gold finish to my guns, because in my opinion that's kind of retarded. I might buy it for just a pistol or a shotgun or something like that. Now a lot of people may say, why do you have a suppressed shotgun? Well, I got it in my inventory because I have a shotgun that has far more superior damage, less accuracy, less range, but equal rate of fire. So to my opinion, that's not that bad. Alright, so what I like to do, this sounds really cheesy. I run around taking all the money. Now you may say, hey, that doesn't give you dick worth cash, but hey, if the job pays really shitty, this is some bonus cash, just in case it doesn't pay good, which it probably should. Now, if you guys didn't know this, if you take a little bit longer than usual, it pays you a little bit extra. So to ensure this, I'm just gonna like chill out a bit, do some donuts or something. Also, guys, this car right here, that's the Bullet. Never mind. I can easily buy that one day. But anyway, I plan on like getting a bunch of sports cars in my garage. I'm not gonna be able to buy no DeLorean anytime soon. But one car you want in particular is an armored Kuruma, as they typically, you know, they typically have high damage resistance if you're in the car, and again, especially from AIs like the police. Now, I believe they've patched the Armored Kuruma glitch in Pacific Standard, which is basically what made it so that you can get the job done a lot easier. But I believe that they've balanced the police in that mission and that job to shoot a lot less and a lot less accurately, so that when you're on the bikes, this is a theory I have because it's, you know what I mean. Anyway, I believe in this game my guides typically are the same. I never do a guide. I do guides for buddies. Like, I don't make videos, I just tell them how to do it. Well, in today's guide I'll show you how to basically make a lot of money really, really quickly. And it's only like in 12 or 15 extra little steps. So, we all know that owning biker businesses are a lot more important than owning that overly fast car. But it's always important to have a fast car, because if you guys really want to, you can modify it and you can get better at doing races and performance. Another thing though is with fast cars, it boosts your driving up if you don't crash. So I mean, that's still a pretty good thing too. Another thing, another little note I want to put out there. Whenever you're first starting a character, please do the tutorial, because the tutorial boosts levels your character and you make a decent amount of money doing so. And it helps you get started. Throw on a shitty outfit, then buy the outfit you really want. Now, this outfit is a modified, not saying a mod, but modified variant of an outfit that was already existing in the game. It's called the Jock. Well, it had a yellow t-shirt and regular shoes, so I put gold t-shirt and gold shoes. Then I added some chains, some gold chains, or it's actually platinum chains, but then I added then I took away the stupid glasses and I put gold aviators, as I like those glasses. I don't know the real name of them though, but I like them. So yeah, anyway, always like your jobs too when you're done doing them. It basically gives you 50 plus RP. It's not much at all, but hey, it's every little bit that counts here, especially toward the beginning of the game whenever you're leveling, because you want to get to like level 26 as quick as possible so that you can buy your first really good, you know what I mean, assault rifle. But the best assault rifle, I think, is the special carbine, but I also think the AK is a pretty good assault rifle too. In my opinion, if you can pull off 2 shots to the head, it's game over. Anything more than that, it's overkill, but you know, that's just my opinion. But yeah. Well, anyway, so here we are, and my job is simple. All I have to do is rescue Anna, so it's a pretty easy job. Basically kill it. It's basically like that level in Hotline Miami. You kill everybody inside, kill a really big dude, unless you don't kill the really big dude, but then you save the chick, and then you win. Also, I hope you guys like my sports car. I really like this sports car. It's super cheap, and so many people give me so much shit over it because of how cheap it is. So, yeah. So you see, you can perform stealth, but whenever you give away your position like I just did, they need to patch the stealth system They need to make it so it's a lot harder to notice your character whenever your stealth is maximum, even when you're aiming at someone, because they'll notice you from some pixel perfect bullshit. Okay, so now that my cover has been given up, I need to switch to a gun that does not have a suppressor. And I believe this sawed-off shotgun is a great choice because of its high damage, its mediocre fire rate, but its low range is pretty advanced for this moment right here. And you may say, why is that? Well, I mean, this is a really small area, and there's so many corners that are close ranged to where it's not really going to matter all too much. Now, especially when you shoot higher up. Now with shotguns, it's if you shoot higher up, it does more damage. So this area itself is based off of coordinates, and if you can, you know what I mean, find a tight area to sustain fire to enemies. I think of peace right there. Okay, now I need a more accurate gun. Cause I know he's right there. Okay, another thing, people, you might want to go ahead and buy some snacks so that you may use them to regenerate your health. If you guys did not know that, now you do. Alright, we're just gonna... Alright, there we go. Alright, so once you get Anna's attention, basically what you want to do is rescue her, kill the rest of the dudes inside. Oh, what the fuck. My guy was being a retard, switched his weapons. And be careful of this moment, because whenever you do switch your guns on accident, that may end up fucking you over by a big time, and that fuck over may not be replenishable. And what I'm saying is, if you do something stupid like that on accident, it may have just done such a high amount of damage that it may not be able to be repaired. So another cool thing, eating snacks is you can still do that while playing. So that's good. Now, let's say if you didn't have snacks, you'd have to risk, because my idiot character decides it's cool as hell to just run in the stupidest spots for cover. Alright. So we just fixed the situation by not buying, but like eating snacks. So as you guys can see, I have a lot of bullet holes in my character right now. So I have $18,000. Now, we probably didn't get paid that much because I already had some money in there. But, hey, if I forget how much we'll have, I'll see back in the stream how much I got paid. Well, anyway, so yeah, I decided to do some small work on the car by changing the rims. That's all I'm really going to do for now. I don't really mess around with my cars too much. I mean, tune out the engine if the car is super fucking slow, but my engine tuning right now is really only at like level 2, so it's nothing too impressive. Also, you can if you do the tutorial to this game, it will actually help you out in the long run, because if you didn't know this, you guys can get free rims, free spoilers, and free paint jobs. So all of this stuff is free. It doesn't cost you a dime, so go ahead and modify that car whenever you first get it. I chose a Ruiner, but I made it look in a certain way that was cool. Well, anyway, it's cool to have, and I guess it's like a cool start, and I don't know, it just gave me that vibe of a good game. Online can be a bitch sometimes, and I mean, whenever you first played this is when it was the best. It was the first time, because they didn't have no flying cars yet. They didn't have the DeLoreans that everyone calls Deluxos. They never had the bullshit oppressor. Now they're getting a Mark II oppressor. It's basically literally a seat with a jet engine. It's like a jet engine with a seat on it, basically. We have thrusters, which are basically jetpacks. We have so much, and it's just like so unreal. And if you think about it, if you were to go back in time to 2013 when this game first came out, and let's say you had online, I forget if it was like in January or something like that, that online came out, and if I were to tell you that, hey, you're gonna have these dudes in these armored cars that you can't shoot through, you're gonna have insurgents, basically military trucks with guns on them, and then let's say that, hey, there's going to be yachts, there's going to be jetpacks, there's going to be a DeLorean with missiles, a flying bike, a bike that can go in the air, the same thing, just it's like a jet engine with a seat on it, and a DeLorean with missiles, and all kinds of military vehicles. You guys would probably say that I'm lying and I'm just some kind of overly hyped person. The reality is, look what we have now. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say this. I predicted the DeLorean slash, for some people out there that may get triggered for me calling it a DeLorean, the Deluxo, or like I said, the DeLorean. I said it should fly, and I even said it should have missiles to compete against other flying cars, which was the Oppressor. And I just thought that was crazy, and you can ask Isaac. Me and him were talking about it, and how we thought it was some stupid joke, and now it literally came out, and I owned it twice, and then I lost it twice, so that job pays pretty decent. It paid me $14,000. Mountain Dew Voltage is amazing. So my last stream, I went ahead and I might delete that stream. I don't know. I don't really like talking about what happened today. But I did eat some good food. I ate some Taco Bell, which I barely eat that much. I'm just kidding. I eat Taco Bell all the time. Romance isn't dead. A tighten of a job. So yeah. With GTA, it's just like, I don't even know, man. It's become its own thing. And so my issue here is I'm gonna be grinding up until I get, I'm gonna say around about a couple 100,000. I don't know. Also, this thing where there's like 6 possible players. For every player, they should add about $1,500 for every player as an essential bonus, plus the level bonus. What this will essentially do is it will get people making money really quickly. Now, Rockstar could, if they do decide to do this, what they should do is they should reward all the players the amount of cash that they earned with all their levels. So, you know what I mean? But they should release some overly priced shit, like a 20 million or $11 million thing or something like that. Some more overpriced shit with modifications, but however, no, I'm only saying this because of the level thing, because we'll be able to grind for it. It'll just take a really long time. another thing that people don't really take too much mind to is the Criminal Mastermind Challenge. It is a pain in the dick because you have to stay with the same people throughout the setups and through the heist. So if you're doing it with randoms, good luck. Then again, you can't die, and it has to run hard, and so even in the setups. So Criminal Mastermind pays you 10 million, so the bonus is there. It's just I wish there was more ways like that, but just less hard. Then you start making these easier startup heists that will, instead of paying you 10 million, it pays you 8 million, 560,000 as a small bonus, so you can do those, the old heists, then the Doomsday heists. Now, it sounds like a lot of heists, and that's going to be around about almost 30 million you're going to be making out of all those. So, I mean, that seems like a lot of cash, but in reality, 30 million is about all you really need to basically buy everything else in the game. I like this car that this guy's got. I wish there was more sports cars that I could have in the game. Another thing I kind of wanted to talk about here. I feel that, like, in this game, that there is too much. I feel that there's too much. Because, and what I mean by too much is, like, the military shit. Then you need to start adding cheap sports cars like the car I'm in right now. Or even cheaper, but, like, decent looking. So that multiple players can just start off making a lot of money. I mean, 100,000 is not a lot of money, and you know, 100,000 used to be my strong suit. It's the money that I'd have toward the end of every day in GTA, and then I realized that hey, doing these stupid races aren't getting me shit. So I stopped racing and I started doing death matches. That got me somewhere, but not where I wanted to be. Doing jobs, however, but did enough of them, I would have a lot of money. So see, I have $32,000. So we're gonna see how much money I make toward the end of this, which I hope is a lot of money. And since we're doing it with a lot of people here, I should be able to make a quick buck or two extra. So I've done 3 jobs currently. Yeah, I believe it was 3 jobs. Pure pressure, cleaning out the cat house or whatever it was. And this was a job or something like that, but toward the end of it all, I mean, I had a balanced pay, so I think then what Rockstar needs to do for the anniversary of GTA is reward everybody 8,500,000 and make everything half off, and then add double RP and double cash. If they do that for the anniversary edition, for the week of the anniversary edition, and the weekend before and the weekend after, in the week within that time, I think a lot of people would get really invested into the game. Now Rockstar's gonna say, "Ha, no," but when I say 8 million is, or however many years this game has been out since 2013. Let's see, it's 2018, so 4 million. Now 5 million. So for however many years, it should pay us that many millions. So $5 million. Instead of 8 million, we'll cross out that 8 million. Um, holy fuck, the conversation went so fucking dead. So, one thing I kind of want to point out there with this guide system of what I'm doing right now, you pay, I believe it's $50,000, so half of 100,000. So basically, you know, you start doing the VIP work and you make a lot of money with your buddies that way, and it's a good way for everyone to be able to boost some cash. Well, you save up for money for an office. Then you can be VIP whenever the fuck you want. Or it's called a CEO for that matter. And so, basically you have this system where a lot of people are, you're going to invite, like, let's say 4 people. So that's not a lot of people. I'll take that back. It's not a lot. Can help you out doing, like, courier services or something. Well, now that offices came out, or if you guys are willing to waste your money, go ahead and buy that stupid ass starter thing that Rockstar's selling. It's like, it gives you some bonus cash to start off. Why I recommend doing that if you are new to the game is it will automatically put you there. But also do the tutorial. But anyway, by the time of, you know, you owning all these things at a lower level, makes it all the more quicker because your level will soon boost and you will be a higher level if you do the actual work you're supposed to be doing. What it does is it sets you up some businesses with the 3, I think the 2 primary, biker and CEO. And so what it does is it sets you up with some businesses to make some money. Gives you some bonus cash here and there to go ahead and to go spend. But basically it sets you up with some cash that you can easily make. So I think that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna keep doing these jobs. Let's see. Yeah, so me and Isaac, if you didn't know, we've been around for such a long time without making any videos together. Oh god, I'm so fucking tired. So yeah, now we're back and we're making that. Well, yeah, we're making vids together now. So that's pretty cool. Well, I mean, anyway, a lot of people are going to ask you how to, you know, a lot of people are going to ask you if you're a YouTuber that has a lot of money, how you make that much money. Because, for one, if you have no, be honest, okay? Here's my problem. You have professional or typical gamer who probably waste hundreds of dollars on GTA 5. Okay. Then when they make videos, they have a lot of money and they act really cocky and very, how do you say, entitled. So they act this way, and so they give you some explanation, the most obvious explanation of how to make a lot of money, and it's not honest because nobody has no 56 million and gets to say that they didn't pay a dime to get that much money. Either you were really good at the game and have done the both criminal mastermind challenges to make that 20 million, paid $600 on the game, and done a lot of special cargo missions and wasted their life with jobs. At the same time has 60 or 80 million dollars or some bullshit like that. And now these are just examples. Of course, these are very big examples, unrealistic examples, but It's basically the equivalent of what goes on. So Los Santos connection. It's an easy job. It's easy going. Now, the thing I hate, trash talk is so easy if you have a DeLorean with missiles. I can do that job a million fucking times with peer pressure and death metal. And, I mean, I want to do all the jobs 100 times in a row to see how much money I'd have toward the end of it. Maybe I'll have 3 million. But, that's a lot of fucking jobs. So, my next goal here is to buy some more sports cars. My garage has a few cars that are respectable. I might sell a few, make some extra money here and there. But for the most part, all the same when it comes down to sports cars. Decent looking, good performance-y, no issues. Kind of like this car right here. I like the look of it, the slick, nice, rounded, edged, and squared off look of this car. I don't know, I just like it. And I like the Entity, and I like other cars. Now, one necessity you might want to go ahead and buy. You might want to buy a Duke of Death at the beginning of the game, whenever you first start. It's a pretty cheap car. I mean, compared to the Armored Kuruma, it doesn't armor you that much. But hey, it's an armored car for you and one buddy to go ahead and do. So if you have a really trustworthy best friend, you know what I mean, then you can go ahead and do that. Now, if you have 4 best friends, you might want to go ahead and do what that guy in front of me is doing with the red and black Armored Kuruma. Because that provides so much protection, that's basically, yeah. So, why the protective cars are so important in my opinion are because, oh, look at this little cocky douchebag. Who the fuck blew up my car? I don't want to get in your car, I want to get in this. God, I hate whoever the fuck blew up my car. That was unnecessary. I don't like this guy. This guy's haircut and this guy's beard tells me a lot about him, and it tells me that he's a douche. And this shitty ass Kuruma, well, I'm sorry, they call the Kuruma shitty. I'm just praising it. If you're lower level, this guy just wants everyone in his fucking Kuruma, bruh. I swear to you. Because, like, I could have sworn to God he knocked that dude on purpose off his bike. I'm pretty sure he tried blowing up my car. I don't know if it's just me, but that kind of pisses me off. But, man, if you guys are just typical, now I'm not talking about typical gamer, the YouTuber himself, I'm talking about you guys are just typical GTA players that just want money really easy. Sorry, real news, not happening unless, because here's the contradiction. Here's the contradiction behind professional. You can make a lot of money really quickly in the game without having to work very hard. Well, the issue is, the way he makes money is by, you need other money, because you need money to buy the biker businesses, you need money to fully upgrade them, you need money, and you need to do the setup for it all. And you need to set up the business if you don't get killed in the process, and if you don't get killed in the process selling the shit. You see what I mean? He exiles all the possible flaws, and you pay $75,000 just to restock. Oh, and if that's not enough to piss you off, you can get it all for free if you simply steal the supplies. But what does Professional do? And he buys it. Of course he buys it because he's got millions to waste, but we don't have millions to waste, alright? Especially people that are just starting out. I don't think there is really a good explanation of how to make a lot of money in the game. Cause all the ways to make money, you're gonna need money. That kind of pisses me off a little. I died twice, well I hope no one else dies, but I'm a lower level, so that's my excuse. Well, I mean, let's just say this for example. Let's say you are really good at the game. Let's say you do have ways of means of making money. What is the full purpose of pumping in almost $2 million to make $3 million, if that's even the case, which I don't think you can. But you need millions to already pump in. Because let's say, yeah, okay, let me look at the highest price of a biker gang house or whatever the fuck it is. And yeah, I genuinely mean the highest price. Let me find it. I know there are some that are cheaper, but biker gangs are your best bet in how to make a lot of money. So yeah, I might make a video called now, I genuinely don't know how to record videos other than streaming live. So I do a lot of live streams. I don't do any technical videos, but I do a lot of live streams as videos. So for me, that's kind of just the case here. But I mean, if it's for you, it might not. It may be something totally different. But for me, I live stream for videos. So one little thing I kind of want to point out here. You see, whenever you have YouTubers that are like, how do you say, fuck, you know, or not even YouTubers, just some players, so many sports cars. I'm gonna make a top 10 list on reasons why buying sports cars in this game suck. Number 1, if you blow them up or you accidentally fuck up, you pay a lot of money for them. Reason number 2, you probably end up seeing something you like, so you probably end up selling a car for a little bit less than the amount of money that you paid for it. And if you modified it, you probably pumped in a couple $100,000 on the car alone, not even counting the initial price. And if it's a $2 million car, you'll make a couple million. So I mean, yeah, but if you're trying to get something that's like $3 or $4 million, like a DeLorean, good luck, bud. Another reason to not like sports cars, and this is off the top of my head too. Another reason to not like them. A lot of them are so similar. A lot of them are. Not a lot of them change the performance too much. Some of them have better traction, some of them have better speed, some of them have better top speed, some of them have better acceleration than others. Modifying engines only increases your acceleration, and the same thing goes for transmission. So technically here speaking, you have this situation where all you can really change is the higher acceleration. So, you know, in a race, if someone has an automatically faster car than you, it doesn't fucking matter the amount of money that you wasted on the car that you have, if you're an average player. Secondly, when you start, you just don't want to stop, and there's always going to be that sports car that you always like, and there's always going to be the one that you don't like, then there's going to be the one that you buy, which there's always going to be, it's going to be better than some, and it's going to be worse than others, and you're going to want the better ones. So yeah, and that's kind of the issue. Fifthly, the price. Some of them are overpriced, and starting off with $600, it's not a very good start. I'll tell you that. Why didn't these guys blow up the Did you know you can actually blow up the plane before it actually does anything? Yeah, as a matter of fact, if you blow it up while it's just there, it actually doesn't do jack. All it does is it skips that step of it for you automatically. Something I always do. It's a nice little tip for you guys. And also, did you know if you're doing the Doomsday setup for the first heist, you can actually call 911 to call in the ambulance instead of going all the way down there, especially if you have the cheaper style facilities that are, you know, near Paleto Bay and shit, and you don't want to drive all the way to the city of Los Santos. So for me, that's a big pain reliever, and it's a big time saver, because it helps us get through the job a lot faster. But anyway, what was going on in the sports car ranting? Oh yeah, so you're probably most likely gonna sell it. And now there's the players that collect cars and never sell them, and they end up broke. Hey, they paid us $21,000. I remember it paid us like $50,000 one time, and we just kept doing it. But it was like the times whatever RP in cash. Now I think the reason why Rockstar never does it anymore is for one reason: they're scared. They're scared that we're no longer gonna buy shark cards or no longer need them. So until the next time they, you know, release a slew of vehicles that are over fucking priced, it's gonna be too late that we're already gonna have the vehicles before then. Sell them, get the newer vehicles, test them out, sell them, buy something, or save up money for the next update to come out, only to realize that they did all that programming for nothing. So they want to go ahead and they want to say that, hey, we added this overpriced car to the game, and we're afraid that the players within this game are gonna buy it really, really quickly and tell other players if it's worth it or not. And we're scared to give the times 2 RP because they don't want everyone getting the vehicles. They want the players that work the hardest to get the vehicles. And those players end up being modders, are overly good players compared to the players that actually are lower level and want that car the most. And does anybody remember the Grotti X80? I kind of forgot about that car for a while, because that car was like, what, the most expensive car in the game, and it was a big deal. Now the DeLorean's $3 million, and they have a Ruiner 2000, or in other words, a, you know, that car from, you know, Knight Rider, and it's for sale for like the most, like $5 million for a car. I know I'm about to be paying that. So yeah, it's $65,000. Now I wish I had a buddy to just do a bunch of quick jobs. And now my car's all gone.
Morse Mutual Insurance. How can we help you? I'll look into it.
If he doesn't make the turn, we're jumping out. There we go. Cause I know someone blew up my car. I'm just getting it back. So, yeah. I went really quiet. I had like this brain explosion where I don't even know what to think about anymore. Let's take a look at my stats, shall we? Okay, my shooting is almost maximum. I made progress there. My strength is pretty low. We'll go ahead and upgrade that later on. But yeah, we have some money. We have quite a bit of money actually up in there. Now, what's the next car I'm gonna buy? I want to buy an Entity, but I don't have that kind of cash. So yeah, we're just gonna keep doing jobs. That's my recommendation to people that are just starting out. There's a lot more easier ways of making GTA money. Of course, there are better ways, but you know, there are other better guides out there. If you guys really want to look at them, I don't recommend people that have the $64 billion, whatever the fuck they have in the game, because those people end up buying shark cards and end up lying to you and deceiving you into thinking that you can make that kind of cash by honest ways, where in reality you're gonna end up working your ass off way too fucking much just to get to that point. And it won't even it too. And you probably end up won't even doing a lot of it either, so yeah. Probably after this job, I'll probably be paid like 72,000. I'll not get paid, but like get that much money in game, and I'll probably end up working other things. So I'll catch up with you guys in the next video. Peace out, and I hope you love the video, and I hope you guys, you know, do good in GTA and make a decent living in the game. Because the reality is, times in GTA are getting a lot harder than what they used to be. Well, I guess that wraps it up, and I'm simply just gonna sign off here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.